And that is the classic sound of three people who are just pretending to know what they're doing, also known as the morning grinders. Woo! Please direct your thoughts and prayers to our thoughts and prayers, and we'll direct our thoughts and prayers to yours. I'm Courtney Scoffs. If you don't like my jokes, I don't care. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Courtney Scoffs. Hosting somewhere in Texas is Nake Jared. He is deathly afraid of clowns. Follow him on Twitter, but not Instagram, at Nake Jared. Hosting with him is G. Morgan Jr. He claims to like biking, but refuses to shave his hairy man legs.
That's right.
Follow him on Twitter at G. Morgan Jr.
Awesome.
That's us.
Good morning! It is Morning Grinders weekend, the real son of the weekend. I don't know what other people are trying to claim that phrase out there.
I don't know.
But it's garbage.
Appropriation.
Yeah, it is. And this is, of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, we are happy to give you a free episode as a part of the capstone of hashtag Free Crowder Week. So this is Morning Grinders. You can get this show once a week. It's really awful. I suggest not watching it. It will ruin your life. Yeah. But you can get this once a week.
Question all your life choices.
You will. And so Sierra TV, Mud Club, louderthecrowder.com/Mud Club, join, and you can get this once a week. And but this is a free episode.
You get us.
It's exciting.
Oh, this is great.
It's so fun.
Great, not so great.
And this is where
it's not really your reward.
No.
The problem is you'll end up strangely liking the show, and you won't know why.
You don't know why,
and then you'll wonder about yourself.
And then you'll have to watch next week.
It's just because we're all depraved.
We're like a really bad sitcom that runs for 7 years for some unknown reason.
This is the part of the show.
Someone on Twitter's like, "Why do I watch this show?" I'm like, the same reason you watch a car accident on the side of the road. You just can't look away.
Exactly. So this is part of the show where things start to go downhill. So first story. Want 2 scoops of ice cream? Not until gay men can get married, says Ben and Jerry. Courtney, we wrote about this on the site. Fill us in, darling.
I had so much fun writing this on the site. So, when you go to get 2 scoops of ice cream, kind of like with Starbucks, when you go to get coffee, you just kind of want the coffee. Well, now in Australia, if you want 2 scoops of the same flavor ice cream, you can't, because 2 men cannot get it on in the marriage bed with the government's approval.
Is it just men, or is it, because I think it would include women too, right?
And women. Yeah. So they can't get their scissor love on after they smash wedding cake over their matching gowns. This is how many people have clicked away on the window?
I don't know. I don't think they're already closing.
Oh, we're gone. Yep, that's it.
And I'm out.
So to get it straight, now you have to get mixed flavors of ice cream. You cannot get. So that's the idea. That sounds like a better deal to me.
Right. So if
I like
you
variety.
want,
that's right.
Okay. Now, when I was writing this, I was also thinking of different Ben and Jerry's flavors inspired by this.
Yeah.
Like Tallywhacker toffee, or titties and cream.
Titties and
Pistachio galore. Someone stop me.
Here's the problem. I
terrible.
hate everything Ben and Jerry stands for.
Yeah.
But they still make the best ice cream.
Yeah.
They do.
I'm still
they
gonna buy their crap.
There's
Ben and Jerry, you lovers,
and if you don't want the lecture, you can also get ice cream elsewhere.
There's a lot better ice cream out there.
There are better
they're
ice
just
creams,
a good mass-produced ice cream. How about that?
Yeah.
Mitchell's in Cleveland, Ohio.
I would just go there and
Try
get
it.
like 2 scoops with a buddy, and then switch them right in front of them, and like flick them off, and be like, "Ha! We worked around your silly system."
Our ice cream is fornicating.
That's right. We're cross-pollinating or something. I have no idea.
There's always workarounds. Next story. Alamo Drafthouse. I think this is in Austin.
Yes. No. It's in New York.
No. It's Austin, Texas.
Is this another one?
It may be another one.
It's in New York.
It's in New York City. Don't screw us up. This is a New York City thing.
Austin? Is there an Austin, New York?
This is the Alamo Drafthouse. It's the name of a theater in New York.
Yes, there's Alamo Drafthouses all over the place.
This one's in Austin.
This one is in New York. Maybe Austin is going with them on it.
I think they're going with them. So maybe it's more.
Either
Alamo
way.
Drafthouse somewhere. Announced as a woman-only screening of Wonder Woman, and of course, men are upset because, well, it's Gal Gadot.
Well, listen, I got to tell you, so I don't really care a whole hell of a lot about this, but the thing that made me laugh hysterically was the follow-up tweet that they sent out and saying, "Hey, sorry, we're also going to let people in who identify as women."
Yes.
Sorry for not including that.
That's funny.
And I was like, jackpot, baby. I'm walking to that door. I'm identifying as a woman for 2.5 hours.
You're getting numbers.
I'm in a target-rich environment. I'm the only dude.
Exactly.
This is fantastic.
The price I would pay to get Aaron the intern as Wonder Woman in that theater and all of his glory.
Can we
that
do
would be awesome. You need to take that on the road. You need to take that on the road. Somebody else tweeted out there like, oh, you should be okay with a white-only screening of a theater, and somebody else is like, no, it's not even close to the same thing. Yeah, no, it actually is the same thing.
It is.
See, I don't think it is.
It is.
I think, no, I think see, here's the thing I was thinking about last night, is like, I don't really care.
Yeah, but you're
if
wrong.
there was going to be a screening, a men's-only screening of Goodfellas, you guys have fun. You know,
no, that's not what would happen in the media. That's not the point. The point is that people would lose their minds if it's any other group.
Would lose their minds.
Yes, that's the point.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like, and a lot of men were trying to point that out, and the women just weren't hearing it.
Yeah, no, I'm okay with them doing it. I could care less.
It's a private event. I don't really care. Like, if you want to have a women-only screening, have a women-only screening. But then don't get upset if men decide to have a men's-only screening.
Well, what if people, what if they wanted to have a blacks-only screening of Straight Outta Compton, right? Or some other like country club douchey movie and whites-only screening for it, like.
But if it's a private organization that's doing it, I mean.
They can, but people would lose it. People would absolutely lose their mind. And so on this, it's acceptable. It's like, oh, because it's women.
Here's the real
problem. You
problem.
can do whatever you want.
But that's what's annoying. It's like, you guys, these ladies, they're the one who create. A lot of these liberals are the ones who created this environment where you can't have this stuff. You can't have nice things anymore.
We can't
so it's
have
like,
nice
if you
things.
wanted to have your
Absolutely
female-only event, this wouldn't have been a big deal.
Prior to you
not tried to
bitching
get
about
into
everything. Sorry, pardon my
men's-only
language.
schools.
Here's the.
You man interrupting me?
I'm done.
We're two men interrupting you.
Here's the real problem that no one is talking about, everyone is overlooking. That is going to be the showing from hell, because you know every one of those broads are going to be texting on their phones, tweeting, taking selfies, and ignoring the movie. That movie is going to get zero justice in that showing.
There's going to be a quiz after the movie to see if you actually watched it.
Watched it.
Why do you guys assume that?
The pass-fail rate's going to be
It's because
horrible.
women have no attention span for movies. I've seen this happen.
You are going to get so
That's a
much
generality I'm
crap for
sticking
that.
with. I don't even care. It's not even my whole day.
I do not agree with this fellow over here. Do not tweet me. Tweet him.
Could you imagine, though? Could you imagine a men's-only showing Wonder Woman?
Yeah, there'd be a few cat calls probably.
It would just be
She's
popcorn,
hot. I mean, she really
soda,
is.
tissues, and lotion. Go on.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead and do it.
What do you mean? You can't drop
like,
that in my lap.
Back to you, Gerald.
That is the worst lead-in for anything I've ever heard. Thank you.
Kind of like this. Okay, so Mark Zuckerberg gave a speech. I think it was at Harvard. That's where he came from, right?
Yes.
That's where he dropped out of, you mean?
Yeah, dropped out of to become the wealthiest man alive.
He went back to graduate from Harvard.
Yeah, whatever.
Good for him. Commencement speech streamed to YouTube with hilarious all captions.
At all.
So, not only does his stream go up to his own platform with caption errors, which is hilarious.
That's funny.
Also because that justifies sometimes our streams. I'm like, hey, if Mark frickin' Zuckerberg can get his own damn streams
come
right.
on. This is where we're going with this?
Give me some slack.
It's okay for you to screw up because Mark Zuckerberg screws up, really?
Exactly. That's where we're going with this.
That's the line.
But less talked about in the mainstream media is, what the hell's the Monopoly guy doing there? Why is no one bringing this to anyone's attention?
Mr. Top Hat.
Top Hat?
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that was my piece.
all of them.
That was my piece.
What is it?
Oh,
it's like the passengers.
I need to start wearing Top Hat.
It's like the crew of the Titanic behind them. Like, why is this not front page news? I don't understand.
Iceberg! Rocked ahead!
I think isn't it dead ahead? Isn't it Iceberg dead ahead?
I don't know. They're British, so right ahead, dead ahead.
I don't know,
cares?
but I just want to say I probably wasn't texting while I was watching that movie, but paying attention.
Well, that's probably inaccurate. You really kind of held on to that one, too. You brought that back a few minutes later.
You're still grieving over
Didn't
that
let
one.
that one out of your teeth, did you?
It's like, that was just so stupid.
She's been sitting there this whole time like,
true, and some of you just pull right out of your ass.
I can't wait to throw this in.
By the way, why didn't they just like load all the passengers that were about to sink into the ocean like onto the iceberg? Did that never cross anyone's mind? This seems like really obvious to me.
They passed the iceberg.
And
you know that they didn't come to a full stop and hit it.
Oh.
They passed it, and it dotted. Did you not watch the movie? It dotted a bunch of holes in the hull.
This is
of
getting
the
way
ship.
too informative for me.
You load
Way
your
too
passengers
informative.
on the iceberg, and you spare us from that stupid scene of Jack drowning.
Jack!
It was unnecessary.
Never let you go. Right as she lets him go. I'm like,
Never
oh,
needed
come
to
on,
happen.
Rose.
It happened 100 years ago.
Let him on
Anyways,
the freaking door.
I'm so
Everything's
frustrated
fine.
about things that happened 100 years ago. Get over it. Army lowers physical standards for lady infantrymen.
Oh, boy.
Oh, that's offensive.
Yeah.
Infantrymen. I misstep on your part,
Infantry
Courtney.
ladies.
Most still can't hack it. This is we wrote about this. You wrote about this.
Yeah.
Fill us in.
Casey wrote about it. Casey's name.
Casey wrote about it.
So
Yeah. How bad can this get? Because they're already pretty low.
they're already pretty low, and a lot of these standards, most basic, like CrossFit women could do. So if the thing is, the feminists have been screaming for military equality or whatever the heck for years. They finally are allowed in, and it turns out, no, we don't really want to. It's like, ladies, this is why we tell men how brave and strong they are, so that they can go fight these wars for us.
That's right.
Come on.
It's really genius.
This was one of the dumbest evolutionary things you've ever done, ladies. This is wiping
It's like,
people out.
ladies, stop it. They're doing all the work. What is your deal?
Yeah.
In a way, that is the ultimate power because you have tricked us.
It is the ultimate power.
into dying.
It's like, you guys.
It's like finally
screwing
getting
it up.
it's like finally getting a guy to take out the trash and then going, no, I can take out the trash. No, I'm strong
strong
enough
too.
to do it. Fine,
like,
take
why
out
would
the
you
trash.
do
No, I
that?
don't want to
Make-
take out the trash. I just want you to know that I can.
Make
take out
him
the
do
trash.
it. I can't do that. I'm not strong enough.
This is an
manipulation.
argument for
When you do it, sweetie.
why
Aw,
women
Thank
Well,
you.
that's
are less evolved. Back to you, Gerald.
that's why the guys have been doing this with laundry for millennia. We screw it up. We'll put reds in with whites on purpose.
On purpose.
And then we're never asked to do laundry again. That's genius.
It's brilliant.
It is. And
You guys
see,
are
I would
working
much-
the opposite direction here.
And Casey and I were texting about this. I'm going, oh my gosh. And she's like, look, I would rather let them fight the wars and I'll just
Of
stay in the
course.
kitchen. And I'm like, right? Gee, which would
Wow.
I rather
You're
do?
now getting
Make
tweets
a
for that.
casserole or go to war?
Because those are the only two options.
Those are the only. And casseroles, by the way, are delicious.
That's
so
right.
we appreciate it.
Yeah, we do love casseroles.
meatloaf.
But we
You know,
always
whatever the
we
ones
also
we're
love the
making.
women who made airplanes and bombs during war. That was fine. They had a job.
Yeah.
That was cool too, except
Yeah.
they weren't on the front
Rosie
lines
the
getting
Riveter.
shot at.
That's right.
Dumb ladies, dumb feminists.
Women.
And it's the feminists
Hey,
too. It's like, come
Next
on.
story.
Yeah.
Couple
This is great.
travels 14 miles with passed out man on their trunk.
How slow
Yeah.
must they have been going?
I wonder that too.
Was this like an on purpose, like slow your
No,
roll kind
he
of thing?
passed out. He passed it on the trunk, and they've got a spoiler on the back of their car.
That's what those
So-
are for. I get it now.
Yeah.
I thought it was just push
So he
bars
was
for the
hang-
Mexicans
so the guy
when they
was
break
just
down.
completely, yeah,
Oh
that's how
my
he stayed on.
gosh, did you just say that out loud?
I just said that out loud.
What did you say? Because you were interrupting me, so I don't know
He
what you
was
said.
mansplaining.
I don't know. You have to rewind it, Courtney.
Yeah.
I don't remember
You'll
now.
have to- yeah,
it's behind us.
gonna happen. What do they have? Like a 2-cylinder car? Like that doesn't even exist. But what if they? I mean, like
They
anytime
were
you hit the
going up to
gas.
speeds of 65 miles an
Well,
hour.
I understand getting up to that speed with somebody on the back of your car, theoretically. But when you hit the gas, the people in the car typically roll back a little bit into the seat. You telling me this guy didn't roll off? Was he holding
did.
on?
That's the spoiler.
The
spoiler
spoiler's
held
not
on.
a freaking wall. It's like a 1.5-inch bump, okay? Like it's not enough to keep him on.
I'm not arguing that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying that's what happened.
I'm just trying to mansplain a spoiler to you.
The bottom line is, next time a hobo asks you to pay for his damn bus ride, you pay
right.
for it, because he will get
Put 'em
creative
on-
if you don't.
Or you say, hey, I've got a spoiler. You want to pass out and ride on my trunk?
Just hashtag no
Where you
spoilers.
Yeah, man. That sounds good. I'm down. Gosh. Seattle
That's
heroin
awesome.
injection sites plan faces new challenge from voters.
A new challenge, huh?
New challenge because, yeah, it was going swimmingly before.
Seattle. Okay.
Courtney,
we love to hate
preface,
you.
This is your side of the country.
Yeah.
You fill us in. What the hell's going on here?
So Seattle is it's Gay Bay North. So
Bleach
it's San Francisco, just a little bit smaller and a little bit cleaner because it's so cold and we can't have all those homeless people running around.
Sure.
So it goes to we want to have clean needles so that people are more safe when they're injecting heroin into their eyeballs.
Yep.
So now they're going to have injection sites. So if you want to go shoot up heroin, now you have a heroin
You have a safe space for
Yeah.
heroin.
Oh, man.
I'm
That's
glad
it.
you have your
That's
priorities
it.
straight out there. There's nothing else you could possibly
Right.
be working on.
Oh, Seattle's nuts. It's crazy.
Come to the land of the free, Courtney. Just come.
No,
The home of the brave.
Because Seattle, here's
here.
what's annoying about the liberals is they do pick the prettier places.
That's true.
Yeah.
And they ruin it with condoms and use heroin needles.
Yeah.
So,
homeless people peeing on stuff.
It's the trade-off.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm.
It's better than living in a place where there's so much urban sprawl. You just roll your eyes at every traffic light. And that's
I'm
going to
go with that over the used heroin needles I stepped on taking my kid to the bus stop.
Yeah,
Next story.
I think I'm going to be okay.
The conceptual penis.
This
as a social construct.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Courtney,
this is Trollmaster.
I don't even know.
Level 11.
Yeah.
They
rocked
these people. Did you read the story?
I did.
Jared,
I didn't read it. You got to fill me in.
I read it.
Well, then why don't you lead, Gerald, since, you have penis privilege. You want to talk about this?
Well, that's what the article addresses, technically.
You the penis?
All right, so these guys got together and wrote an article, like a totally fake article, just throwing out all of the jargon of social justice warriors and crazy professors around the United States, and actually went back through with a fine-tooth comb and said, this can't mean anything. Let's make sure it doesn't actually say anything about anything.
Right, we don't want it to actually get published.
We don't want it to actually... And it got published. And their basic premise was that the penis, the male penis wasn't a real thing, that it was like a social construct that was also responsible for many, many things, but for climate change. And they said that when you man spread, how men sit with their legs spread wide, that you're effectively raping the environment around you. These are the kind of points that these guys made, and the article was accepted and published, and people loved it.
People loved it.
Oh,
troll
so
level.
Oh
my gosh,
these people are my heroes.
We need to do that. We need to just start releasing. We have a platform. We have an audience. We start just releasing these things.
I think I would have so much fun. The problem is I'd be laughing the entire time.
It's true.
The problem is it would get published again and again.
It would get published again, and I mean... I've told Steven, this is it. This is my career. There's no way I could do anything else. They're just going to Google me, and all the shit that's going to come up. It's over.
You've pretty much, you've committed.
Did you once attack the Beehive?
I once attacked the Beehive and all men who voted Bernie Sanders. I mean,
that's true.
Ticked off at least half the country. It's over. So, I mean, who cares now? I'll write about the conceptual penis or the conceptual pussy.
Can you write about that for next week's show?
It's a vagina.
I want to hear about that for next week's show.
I think you
should write about it. You want me to write about it?
Yeah.
I think you should write about the blogger who did something interesting and made bread next week.
No, that was so disgusting. I almost threw up.
I did too. There are other places
We're not even going to go to that story.
Ladies,
We're not even, that was cut for a reason.
Next
story. So this tweet happened. This tweet went out, and I don't know. Have you guys seen these clips coming out of Donald Trump coming off the tarmac with Melania and trying to take her hand, and she swats him away?
Awkward.
The people just have honed in on it happened at least twice now.
Yeah.
And it is the funniest thing because there's that
I
little.
I really like Melania. She's
it's so funny.
She don't put up with nothing.
There was some bitter argument, and I don't think Trump has even addressed it. But if he did, it would be like something really just stupid excuse. He wouldn't just come out and say, "Yeah, we had a tiff." It's going to be like some epic explanation for why she would possibly swipe his hand away, other than she didn't want to hold his.
Like in Saudi Arabia. Did you see the Crown Prince's hot harem? I'm going to go hang out there for a little while. I'll be back. You don't want to hold my hand now? What?
No.
It's probably better than an all-women Wonder Woman screening. Those probably aren't the kind of gals you want to be around.
In any case, this guy trolled it hard with this GIF of the Pope and Trump.
Go ahead,
There it is. That's worth another watch.
They did it really well too. It's seamless.
That is so good.
Just swats it.
I laugh so hard all the pictures. I'm sorry. I know some of them were cherry picked, but I laugh so hard all the photos of the Pope just looking so pissed that Trump was there.
That's fake news, right?
I know some of it is, but it is still so funny.
They've got pictures of him smiling at Trump.
You know what's not fake news though? Trump gave him some old collection of books or something like that as the big presentation of the gifts. Do you know what this? I'm sorry, Courtney. I know you're Catholic, but I know he's a douchebag too. This douchebag Pope gave Trump. gave him a copy of his old letter to Obama on climate change. So it's not even a fresh letter. He went into
Did he
his
at least brush it
office.
up a little bit and
No,
update
he went
it?
to his office,
It's like
printed
V2?
up on standard everyday Georgia Pacific paper. Put it in a plain old reused, recycled manila envelope and pass it off to Trump as the...
Phenomena.
I'm sorry, but I didn't know.
When he said Manila, I was like, Manila.
If that's what he gave to Trump as the official gift, I don't even want to know what this Pope is like at birthday parties. It's probably awful.
It's probably pretty bad.
Oh, that's awesome.
Phenomena.
Hey, by the way, that's the Pope trolling Trump right there.
It is. He's trolling him hard, but it's like that is so lame. Like, at least give him a real gift, and then like afterwards be like, "Oh, by the way, here are my precious thoughts on climate change." Which, by the way,
would have been. Oh, you know what would have been funny? This is crass, and I'm gonna say
don't apologize.
Just do it.
I'm not like the vaginal area of a statue, and just say you can grab this whenever you want it.
He's in Italy. I'm sure he has access to vaginal statues.
They were going through like a puritanical stage, and so they removed all the genitalia
right. They did.
from statues and stuff. So like if you've got a vagina lying around, just give it to him and say, so you don't have to grab anymore.
You got some extra vajayjays. Okay, I'm sure that's gonna satisfy Trump.
That'll
but with all the cool stuff in Vatican City, that's the best thing you can go. Like you've got like the vaults with all kinds of cool stuff down there, and you give them paper on a climate change.
It is. I will concede. It is pretty funny. It is.
It's funny.
If I look at it from like just pure troll level, that is pretty high.
Did they high
up
five?
there.
Do you think that like Pope and some of the cardinals are like sitting like, "Boom, baby, got it,
bitch!"
Yeah. That's they're all sitting
I'm
around.
tweeting that out, baby.
Like, what do we give Trump? What do we give the man who has everything? Well, we have some pretty cool stuff in the Vatican.
Yeah.
Wait. We give him an old letter that he sent to Obama.
That he disagrees with.
Absolutely.
Mic drop.
Mic drop. Boom. All right, time for Ask a Grinder. This is where we tweet out.
What voice was
really,
that?
I don't know. Really, what this is
a little bit scary.
The news has been so awful lately that we tweet for your help, and because we got to fill out a show map, and so we take your precious questions and turn them into answers because you want the answers.
They want them.
They want the answers.
Be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
So Ask a Grinder time. Morning Grinders, if you were a gun, what gun would you be? I think Carter would be an AC-130 gunship. That's really extreme. Courtney, what gun would you be?
Do I have to be a gun?
I think you should be a flamethrower because you hate everything.
Yes!
Indiscriminately.
Yes, that's her spirit animal.
A flamethrower. Yeah, good. I'm glad that you decided that for me.
I got it for you. Yeah, Gerald.
Just so you know, I would be whatever is on the front of the A10. What is it, the Warthog? That thing's just like incredible.
Yeah, 30
it's like
millimeter.
50.
30 millimeter cannon.
30 millimeter cannon?
Yeah.
I would be that because that dominates.
It is pretty awesome.
And I dominate.
You think that you dominate?
I don't know if I dominate, but maybe I do. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll find out later, Courtney, won't we?
Maybe we will. This is where you can expect the show to go, just downhill really fast into just.
I'm just wondering where the bottom of the hill
really
is.
desolate place.
We have not found the bottom yet, though we thought we did many times.
We're working for it, though. We're going to get there.
We're digging.
Speaking of bottom of the hill questions, 1-ply or 2-ply, crumble or fold, over or under, traditional or squatty potty?
Okay, that's too many questions.
That's a lot of questions. Courtney, how do you like to take shit?
Thanks for clarifying.
2-ply. Crumble.
2-ply.
Yeah, you never want to surprise yourself.
And traditional, but I do want a squatty potty.
You do? Mm-hmm. They're cheap at Costco. You can get them there.
There you go. Costco.
There you go. Boom.
Boom.
Gerald, we don't want to care. We don't really care about yours.
No,
does Courtney's coffee
he dominates. He thinks he dominates.
I dominate the toilet. Every time I sit down on the toilet knows I dominate.
You don't. He knows.
He
knows. Does Courtney's coffee identify more?
There's
Darth
some
Vader?
visual ramifications there.
Courtney, Darth Vader or Emperor Palpatine? This comes from Trader James.
I think I know the answer to this one. What do you think, Courtney?
I think it's Vader.
Oh, gosh, I would have picked Palpatine because Palpatine is like so diabolical. Vader's just like, whatever.
You are the Dark Lord either way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a win-win either way.
You're just pure
evil either way. Yeah.
You're pure evil. Oh gosh, Morning Grinders. What's Esquire like to work with? Be honest, is he a tyrant? Oh, Charlotte.
Charlotte's got the little
Charlotte.
thing above her lip. What is that in the picture?
I don't know, Charlotte.
Know.
You're going to get us into a hell of a lot of trouble here.
Yeah.
Charlotte's
Crowder
really
is so
trying to
fun
open a
to
can
work
of
for.
worms.
There she is. Go for it.
Who wants to answer this question?
I think you should
Maybe
go
the
for
person who's worked with Steven the longest, which would be
Actually,
Jared.
Gerald's known him longer, though.
That would be me.
You've known him longer. Okay.
I've been around since the early days of Crowder. He's fantastic to work for. He's the best boss in the world. I'm so proud to be here. Steven, I hope you're watching. Love me.
I think when you meant dominated the toilet, you meant that you stuck your nose in it and wriggled it around.
He's an interesting fellow, that's for sure.
He is interesting.
Very good. Good guy. Love him to death.
He's a case study.
But
for
if we were roasting Steven, what would we roast him about? How about that?
Steven can't just not like something himself.
Yes.
He has to deem it.
He never, ever,
awful.
ever says that this isn't good to me. This is like, this is terrible.
This is bad
why.
for
And here's
everyone.
something else that's fantastic, and that's why it's fantastic, and everybody should get that and screw this.
Yeah. Like the donut thing.
What is that about?
What is
It's not a donut thing, Steven.
It's a donut, dummy.
It's like the pizza thing. It's a
Well,
pizza thing. Is like,
and he also mispronounces things.
He does.
Nike. Do you remember the other day when he said something about somebody's pronunciation of a word? He's like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm like, all right, Nike. He's like the pot calling the kettle black there. It's like, ah.
My favorite part of last night was when was when Tommy corrected him on geography. That was pretty awesome.
What?
Yeah.
What? When did that happen?
Awesome.
Yeah, he said something about Fargo. She's from South Dakota.
Yeah.
He loves the show Fargo. She's like, that's North Dakota. And we all about lost it.
That is awesome. I missed that part. That is so cool.
Because it was just
classic.
That was
beautiful.
perfect. It was perfect.
Beautiful.
Yes.
It was beautiful.
That's awesome. That's going to live on forever. Did Courtney get to say anything?
Courtney.
Yeah, Courtney, let's go.
Courtney, this is time to air your grievances.
Let's go.
We should have a
What's
whole
up?
episode just
roasting?
airing our grievances.
roasting?
Roasting.
Yeah.
Because that sounds more
So
like
I
a
would
real
say,
thing.
I mean, you wanted the honest answer. The honest answer is Steven is very familial. So he kind of wants everyone to be friends and family. And then sometimes we have those kind of scuffles that's very, I would say, like siblings, where you kind of, you love each other, but also sometimes I told him one time, you're like the brother I never had. And sometimes that means I want to give you a bear hug. And sometimes that means I want a bear to hug you.
Yeah, it's true.
Forcefully.
And I think that's kind of how it is. Like we're very all kind of close and tight knit. And I think we would all defend each other to the death. But then sometimes it's like a family where we just kind of want to kill each other and be like, okay.
Yeah. And Courtney's like that crazy sibling in the family that just randomly wants to kill everybody
for no reason. Indiscriminately.
I feel like she's one bad weekend away from not being able to keep it on lock anymore and just going off.
This is why I need a vacation.
This is why you need to have a glass of wine occasionally. I understand.
That would probably help. Maybe some heroin. I know
or some heroin. You know where to go.
Where I could go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Free heroin.
I had a long
free needles.
weekend. Give me a couple of pumps. Inject me with the happy pills and the happy juice.
Happy
jokes
pills.
about that
So
at
this
all.
tweet came into us, and I thought this was just the best thing ever. I don't even know who did this. I can't even read it on the screen. But
Some
I love
people
every
have
bit of it.
so much time on their hands.
I love that so much. And I love
so
that I'm
is that
included.
who is all?
Okay,
Who are all those people?
so clearly we got Ben Shapiro there in the top hat,
Yeah.
and I think it looks behind him to the left. You've got Steven, and to the left of that, I think that's probably Dave Rubin. Is that right? Yeah, it's
don't
Rubin.
know.
And you got Andrew Clavin, and then me being super freaking creepy in the background.
That's
me in the
right.
top
Yeah.
hat.
That's accurate.
It's reasonable.
It's reasonable.
I mean, you
nice.
are the guy who slowly starved to death a tiny animal.
That's right. And
Hey!
I appreciate all the people on Twitter who spoke up about it for this
I've been forgiven
serial
for
killer
that.
in the making.
How do you know you've been forgiven for that?
Did you ask
forgave
the lizard's
myself.
family?
The first step is forgiving yourself. And
The
I've done
second
that.
step
glad
is
you could
other
do
people
that.
forgiving you, which has not occurred.
I'm not forgiving you.
Somewhere, I think Hugo has forgiven me also.
That was the name.
That was the name. Because he's from the Down Under. He's an Australian creature.
This keeps getting worse. You need to stop.
This gets worse.
So bad.
Morning Gloopers! This is, well, it's a temporary name. Because it's not incredibly ingenious, but We have one today.
It's a reflection of the show.
It is a reflection of the show.
Perfect reflection.
So anyone who saw last night's show, Aaron the intern, we miss you.
Yeah.
But behold.
You're smiling. So you see me coming out of the studio.
I got you.
So kind of smile like.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'm gonna hold me see. Like he just triggered the. Hold on a second here. Can you move in?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to. All right. So I'm gonna yank off your headphones. I'm gonna grab you by the hair. So just go with me. Stay.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be one. I'm gonna yank off your headphones. Let's just do this shot first.
There's a rip of my shirt.
Let's just do this. Get the blood capsule in his mouth. Edward, here's the motion I want from you. And Edward, we're gonna so get half speed, but punch.
Oh, sorry. Okay. I'm sorry.
So we have fun here, and sometimes we want to kill each other.
And sometimes you just act
Sometimes
it
we do
out.
both at the same time.
It's therapeutic.
It is.
My favorite part last night was when you alluded to the color of the shade of Steven's lips and what he might have been doing beforehand. Did you see that, Gerald?
I did not.
Gerald doesn't like this program. He doesn't watch.
No, I do.
We don't pay him enough.
It had something to do with a red puppet on Sesame Street and a certain sexual act.
It was distracting me. His lips were clearly red. Everyone was talking about it.
Did you I tell me what you said, because I think I know what you said.
Oh my God.
His lips are bright red, and he didn't believe me. He's like, I think it's just the lights, because everything is the lights is someone else's fault. And I said, no, dude, like your lips are really red. Like I swear, have you been blowing Elmo or something? Because
That's exactly what I thought you said. Exactly. I know you so well.
I'm not proud of the comment.
I am. I'm proud of
Okay,
him.
I'm a little bit. I need to raise for that one.
As soon as I was watching
The
the
Dark
show,
Lord
I
is
sent
proud.
Jared a text. I'm like, that was freaking gold.
Oh my god.
I mean, you should have get a raise for that one.
The things we talk about here.
Bleach bottles.
Just like that. So, anyways, this has been Morning Grinders. It's always a waste of your time, but we invite you to take part in it every week. Friday mornings, louderwithcarter.com/mugclub. We hope you enjoyed the free episode. Because
And if you didn't, we
really,
don't
we should
care.
have paid you to watch this. That's the bottom
It
line.
was free. Deal with it.
It was free. Deal with it. You saw the ride. You bought the ticket. So,
Yeah.
Courtney,
Yeah.
Dark Lord,
Dark Lord.
send us out.
I think that was really good. I think if you liked this episode, you might want to talk to somebody about it, like a professional, a mental health professional. And if you didn't like it, don't tweet us about it because we actually don't care.
Goodbye!